Hello and welcome back to City Skylines Atlantis, where things are getting kind of bad. And by kind of bad, I mean soon that we're going to have literally no way to access any goods outside of the country. Oh boy. But that's okay, we can fix things up, right? The government is here to help by ripping down everything and taking control of everything. Oh wait, no, not that far, not that far. Not that far, it's okay. However, we are going to be fixing these roadways and the railroad as long as we can. I feel like the game is starting to get to the point where we're going to have to start accepting that there's going to be some losses, including this transportation. We're gonna try to make it as long as possible before that is a thing. Oh geez, why is it turning? It's on straight mode. What is happening? Okay, whatever. Oh my! Okay. Okay, that's a little bit odd. Okay, well, you know, if it works, I guess. Cutting back the roads even further. Praying that the water won't kill us, you know. Oh boy. It's all fine. We're just gonna fix the highways and everyone's gonna be happy. They're all gonna forget about the death. They're all gonna forget about the fact that we don't have much time left until the entire city's underwater. It's all okay. Right, guys? Everything's gonna be fine. If it wasn't, I would be honest and say it wasn't going to be. Maybe. Possibly. Probably not, actually. What is even happening? The bridges just don't want to build at the correct height. This is really annoying. It's so awkward to build like this. It doesn't matter if I have Fine Road Anarchy on or not, it just freaks the heck out. Height too high. Well, I built you that way before, so okay, well, I understand why you're complaining. Your complaint makes some sense to me. There we go. Do I just have to do little sections at a time? It looks like it just wants me to go a tiny bit at a time. That is not pretty, but it's gonna work. And you know what? That's fine. I can live with that. Now this is gonna have to do the same exact thing. Okay, so the good news is that we're somewhat fixing the road system. I mean, it could be worse. The bad news is it couldn't be much worse. This is getting close to the limit of bad. It's looking pretty trash, gonna be honest. We can replace this with this at least. Hey look, they have a direct connection to the highway now. Isn't that nice? I'm sure that's, that the flooding is a nice price to pay for a single road easily connecting. Definitely worth it. Okay, so we are getting closer and closer to death and annihilation. However, we are dealing with some of the water. It's a weird situation we're in. It's definitely an odd one. I'm going to go ahead and buy this section. So that gives us a little bit more control over the flooding. We can create a little bit of a reservoir to try to deal with the flooding. and keep it from going into the ocean. Maybe it'll evaporate a little bit down here. I'd also like to connect a canal up to it, but one thing at a time. If we're taking soil from here, we're going to have to put it somewhere else, and we're going to use that to start building up some walls. It's time. It's time to start building up. This area doesn't really need the walls the most, but we're just going to kind of go all the way around to the lowest parts of the city. Even tiny walls will do some good for us. Yeah, so this is actually holding a bit of the water. Not a ton. I would have rather built buildings here, but at this point, I guess I just have to live with what I can get. It's a lot of water we're dealing with. It's a miracle that we're handling any of it at this point. Okay. Look at that. Handling it slightly. We'll go ahead and go over here. Oh, you know what I just realized? We probably have random disasters on. Bam. See? I am remembering these things now. Almost too late, but not too late. Okay, so if we do this... Fantastic. We can just drain all of this. And now we can expand this evaporation area to be like half of the island. Let's go ahead and never mind. I can't do that. No flooding's actually getting to the main city, right? No, not right now. Except for over here, we're starting to be at risk. But it's time to start building up the walls. Da-da-da-dun, da-da-dun. Trump, I'm going to take a play out of your book, and I'm going to build the greatest wall scene in this game. It's going to be fantastic. Nobody goes in, nobody goes out. Especially water. No water. Water's been causing a little bit of problems lately. Yeah, that's connected anyways. I don't have to worry about that. It is now time to prolong our survival. I don't have much faith that we have a long-term solution, but maybe we'll figure one out. Step one is just get some extra time. By some extra time, I mean as much as we can possibly get at this point. Evaporate the water and expand the amount of water we can handle. This area won't actually make a horrible evaporation area. It's pretty cheap to dig up, and we've got a lot of space. I don't think we'll ever be able to actually match the amount of water that's coming in, though. Just for the sake of slowing it down a little bit, I'm gonna cut this off. I mean, I think it's just gonna flow over anyways, but it may save a tiny bit of time. And that's at least one of the channels the water is coming through slowed down. It's better than nothing. And there we go. So that'll cut off a little bit of the water inflow. For a little bit. I mean, not forever. But we're doing the best we can. Okay, now back to the city. The city is... their freight is having issues getting places, probably because the trains were closed off for so long. We do have demand, but the population is still going up without building new buildings, so I'm going to just focus on the water right now. Because we have a lot of water to handle. So the evaporation area is taking in a lot of water. But I don't think it can handle it all. Thankfully, we are just kind of getting the soil we need for the walls from here anyways, so it's kind of convenient actually, but... Okay, the grid is connected. That means that we are legitimately not making enough power anymore. Let's go ahead. Oh, that's a bad idea. We need something that will run even when it starts flooding. These solar parking lots don't make much. But if we make a solar updraft tower up in this part of the city, one that would survive. Okay, I'm gonna actually... Yeah, that's not a half bad idea. It's gonna have to be lifted so that it doesn't die. Because it's gonna be like the most important thing, because once the power goes out, everything goes out. We learned that before. But what we'll do is we will lift it a little bit above everything else so that it doesn't stop generating power, because it's game over. Once you lose power, everyone starts abandoning, taxes stop being paid. There we go. So we're just gonna make a little platform for it. Is it gonna fit there? Actually, yes, it looks like it will. So what we're gonna do is we'll go ahead and grab a dirt road. We'll have it go up like this. Up a little bit further. I'll go to here. And I'll come around this way. I'll come down here. See? It doesn't look quite as ridiculous now. Here is our safe power area. And we just plop it there. Fantastic. Does that make any noise? I don't think it does. Oh, it does. Not very much, though. Especially considering how much power it makes. Do we actually have a sewage problem? Yes. Yes, we do. Okay, another sewage plant. We're sucking more water out than we're pouring back in with the sewage. I wish we could deal with it, though. We just don't have enough to deal with it. This is actually starting to calm down. We are almost handling all the water. Or this is just still filling. I mean, that's another possibility. But that's okay, as long as we're putting the water somewhere, even if it's just a temporary fix. I mean, it's a fix. It's something at least. Dedicating part of the island to dealing with the water is kind of necessary at this point. I know some of you disagree with that strategy, but I really do think it's going to give us the longest survival. We don't really have the resources to get rid of the water permanently, but we can slow it down and get the population as high as possible, which is what the challenge was supposed to be initially anyways. Wow, look at how much land we've lost. This used to be off of the coast. That's insane. The island has shrunk so much. Let's go ahead and see the elevate. Yeah. That was actually all the coast over here. And all this was part of the island. Things have gotten very scary. These guys can just be destroyed at this point. They're of no use to us. Are you guys having electricity problems? Yes, you are. Pumps, I believe in you. Don't give up. They're still pulling in a ton of water. I mean, they're doing the best job they can. We really need to buy this to finish off that wall. I'm gonna do a slight expansion to the city, because at this point it's pretty necessary. We're gonna go the cheap style though and just do long roads. I'll just streak out from here. It's the best for traffic, and it's the best for just packing people into a space without high maintenance costs. Because roads do cost a whole lot of maintenance. In this game, roads are like, I think roads are probably going to be like half of my price right now, is going to roads. Maybe asking why I'm expanding rather than just increasing the density of the things I already have. That's because soon we're not going to have the land to expand, so I'm taking advantage of it while it's here. The tall buildings take quite a bit of flooding to actually be destroyed, so it's not the end of the world. It's just the end of Atlantis. Let's see, we will go ahead and we will zone... No, I'm gonna zone the end of a few of these. Office. Office is a big step forward because soon we're not gonna have any raw materials coming in. Things are getting pretty serious. Then we'll have some stores at the end of this road. Fix that just because it's slightly triggering, and I think that's gonna be good. Definitely not going for a pretty design anymore. Just going for survival now. Willow Hills. You, my friend, should not be flooding. Okay, things aren't going too poorly. This is bad. That's a lot of water we're losing. Shoot, we need to get the population to 80,000. Yeah, we're gonna get it there. And what award is that for? Megapolis. I think that gives us all of the land. Does that unlock monuments? Yes, it does, so that'll let us buy the entire map. That'll be a huge win for us. We could start attempting to slow down a whole lot. So this actually was stopped. So that's pretty big. If we could stop this one too, that slows down the water a whole lot more. The problem is the other ones are literally at the height limit. There is no stopping them. We could use a pipe around here though in pumps to try to deal with the water before it hits the ground. Should be more efficient than... Well, I guess it wouldn't be more efficient than this. This can deal with a whole lot more water because it's touching a whole lot more water. Okay, the amount of water is rising rather quickly here. I wish I could see where the source is. It's gotta be, like, right in this corner. I wonder if we could open it up a bit more. We'd have to rip down this entire neighborhood, though. And that's not something I'm willing to do right now. I don't want to overflow the source as well. That would be really bad. Oh boy, poor city. Things are not looking so good for the city right now. We need, like, a dramatic flyover of the sadness. Okay, that's enough. We have to get back to working on the city. Okay, so the population, we need that to hit 80,000. Absolutely need. However, we can also try to get people to upgrade their buildings in an attempt. Oh, they're all already maxed out. Okay, well, it's not very useful to us, is it? Let's zone a bit more in here since we need more commercial. Actually, I should be packing people into here instead of the other parts of the city. I'm gonna make this all commercial just to balance it out. And then around it's gonna be some office zone. So that'll be our office and stuff area. And then we'll go ahead and zone this office as well to block off the industry. And then this is all going to be residential. Fantastic. And now this is all zoned. Our last hope is zoned. Okay, so you need some death care. Everyone's complaining about death care. I feel like the single small crematoriums in a lot of the cases are more efficient because they can target certain areas. Just put one over here, one over here, one over here. Do we have any death care? We do, but not a ton. I'm gonna put 2 more of these down in here. Okay. Things are looking pretty good when it comes to Grove Park. We do have a survivor here. It's gonna make it for a while. I'm not sure how long. It's holding 14,000 population, which isn't actually that bad for its size. It's doing pretty well. We're gonna continue to dig this out. Try to get a little bit more evaporation going on. At the same time, I can start to expand Grove Park. Which direction would be easy? I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. This would technically be the easiest direction. Maybe I could get another district over here. It's a very exciting concept. Now, I'm bad at using this tool, but it would be really useful. Click with the secondary mouse button to set slope location. See, that didn't really do anything for me. I wonder if it's this way down. No. Maybe it's because I have the strength way too high. Too much soil. Okay, I'll never know then. We can put like a tiny little neighborhood over there, that's fine. Okay, if I do this, and then I do like a half strength. Oh, that kind of works, half strength there. The point is to get like a slope so that the water always has a thin area to evaporate from. Harder said than done though. I mean, easier said than done. Oh my god, I'm messing everything up now. Okay. Let's go ahead and a little bit more. Now we can fit like 4 houses over there. No, we can actually fit a few. Okay, that looks good. Starting to get some water in there. Slow and steady process. I shall continue to expand. Man, that must have been a lot of work to get Grove Park all done. I don't even remember doing that much. Probably because I'm on like medium mode though. I'm not on like super fast mode. So I need to do medium mode for this slope. Yes, water. Come evaporate. See, it comes over to this edge, and then it evaporates because it's so light. We could get a good amount of the water evaporating. Things would be great. The problem is this part of the water is just too thick now. No, it actually isn't. It's not that bad. That should evaporate. We could put ridges in it to accelerate the process. Flashbacks to Lost Vooperis. Just growing this area out here. Look at it build up. Our population's getting very high in this area, which is great. It's at 15,000-ish now. The more people we can get over here, the better. Do I have any schools nearby? No, I don't. I need to get the property value up, so I'm going to go ahead and put a whole lot down. Yeah, that's a whole lot of upgrades. And a university. Upgrade your houses, please. I need you all to, like, go into very fancy large housing so that you can fit more people. Thank you. Well, you guys are happy. You guys are almost really happy. Police. You guys don't have very good police coverage. Well, why don't we just put a massive police headquarters right over here? And will that push you guys to get to the maximum building size? I was kind of hoping it would. How about a very nice... Did I already do a... No. Okay, let's put a community pool right over here. Oh, bad spot. Inside of the crematorium. Like the one spot I couldn't actually put it. There we go. Please upgrade your buildings. Gotta rezone this. I kind of like this in the center here. That's kind of a cool spire. It's so fancy. Okay, we're getting some tall buildings, but not quite the maximum. University, elementary schools. They need more elementary schools. But I can fix that. Come on. Good enough. I think they're just gonna upgrade over time now. I'm not sure there's much else I can do for them. You guys are happy. Are you upgrading to a 5? That'd be very nice. I think you're upgrading. Yes, you are. Okay, fantastic. Okay, we can fit a whole lot of people into these buildings soon. We need the population of Grove Park to absolutely just jump. But it's lower now because so many people upgraded. They've got to move people back in again. It's a massive... It's a struggle. It's gonna be a struggle. A slow and steady process of renovating and modernizing this area. And look at how many people just walk to the main city. That's absolutely insane. So many people make it. That's crazy. Maybe they just like seeing the water system. It is pretty interesting to watch. $68,000. I'm pretty worried we are not hitting that 80,000 as fast as I wanted to. This is going up. It is a little bit. How's the water level? Okay, so the good news is it's not going up as quickly as it was. Our pumps are definitely handling some of the incoming... Oh, shoot. It's starting to get close to some of our buildings. Our sewage systems are now kind of underwater. Slower, but not slow enough. I'd rather go speedy here now. We need to go fast. We're just gonna rip this all down and get as thin of a layer as we can. The perfect height for evaporation. And we'll even fill in the rest of it to get to that height. It'll either evaporate or it'll leave. But what's important is we deal with the water. I'm starting some small flooding. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to. So this is now super, super thin area. Or it will be after these waves die out. And hopefully that'll make it evaporate a bit. Okay, flood trucks, we really need you right now. Oof. That's hurting the population. It's okay, it's evaporating away. Well, geez. That was a little bit dangerous. It's okay, though, because look at that. It's heading back. And very soon, we're gonna see it start. There we are. See how thin it is? That's what we need for it to evaporate. It needs to be very close. And there it is, evaporating. Just keep evaporating. Fantastic. See that? It's just disappearing. A fantastic way to deal with the issue. Honestly, if we could get enough land, we could make a massive evaporation chamber. It would be absolutely ridiculous, but we just have to all work together. We need the government to subsidize it, and it's all going to be okay. Darn it, no! Not again! We are not a communist nation. It's okay, we're just going to all work together for the greater good, and we'll save everyone from the flooding that is threatening the entire city. But, you know, it's definitely not socialist in any nature, and it's gonna be okay. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye! Ha. Ha ha.